Just let me share this real quick. Um, going to talk about this incident that I shared. Hold on, let me share this real quick to social media so everybody can tune in. All right, so earlier today, I shared a video that contained the email which accused a Spring Creek high school cheerleader coach of basically, demoralizing, dehumanizing some of her cheerleaders, right? And I received this email from what I deemed to be a concerned parent. And the video was released and a lot of people watched it and a lot of people came to the cheerleader coach, Miss McDaniel's defense. Now, mind you, I never said the accusations were true. If you know me, I give people a chance to express things that they would not otherwise express, for fear of retaliation or whatever the case may be, losing a job or whatever. So when I released this, a lot of people, came on Facebook and the YouTube comments, saying things about me. Of course, I'm used to that. How disgusting and sick I was for sharing the information. And, I'm used to that. So what I'm going to do right now, because I've done some, research, some people reached out to me, another parent that is different from the one that sent the email reached out to me, and he kind of, I guess for lack of a better word, confirmed what the email said. Now, I wanted to make sure that this is not the same person who sent the email, and according to information that I received from another source, that the person who sent the email was the father of a black child. Now, if you listen to this email, you can clearly see that this man is a white man. So while, once again, I don't know the totality of the situation, but these seem to be two separate people making the same claims. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play this recording for those of, people who were saying, this is not true, which it may not be true. But I'm just going to play the recording to let you know that I just didn't wake up this morning and say, hey, I'm going to do a video about Brittany McDaniels and, her doing these things. So y'all listen to this video of the parent and make sure you share this video because, a lot of people chimed in earlier. So I just want to play this real quick and I hope this gives you some clarity. Now listen to this. This is a call I received today on my way back from Virginia, but this is the person. So,
harassing in certain situation.
So how many of them are there in that clip?
That I know for sure. Got my daughter, her friend who's here all the time, and her friend. I know at least 4 of them. Yeah, I know they were best friends, probably with Tom, did like that, but let me never make sure there's anything put out there,
Yeah, their names won't put out. I just want some confirmation because, the guy.
That's right.
And y'all let me know if y'all can hear.
And the middle school, it was at middle school, and I'm like, that's the first thing I said, we got the cameras, but my daughter's been cheerleading since 7th grade. And this year is her senior year, she's on honor roll sides of the whole package. She's been homecoming queen court for the last 3 or 4 years, and this year, her senior year, is being ruined because she's Brittany, they're all going to quit the team. So, but I'm trying to teach them not to quit,
So you said that incident with the shorts and stuff happened how long ago?
That's absolute facts. It's 100% true. My daughter and her friend came home, and they were very upset telling me, and I was hot. I called the school principal. They said he wasn't there. He didn't call me Monday. By then, my daughter went into the school. Miss Daniel actually called my daughter in Monday to talk to her. We didn't know what it was about. My daughter asked me to stay in the car. I stayed here for 20 minutes, and I went in and sat down. but I haven't talked to the principal about it. So she said the teacher every day just want to discuss schedule. I said, McDaniel just want to fill you out about the situation, what you wanted to do. You know, because she did ask a bunch of questions about that. But my daughter loves her, cares about her, but she's upset what's going on, what she keeps doing to her and her friends all the time. For example, Miss Daniel texts and says she's running behind on the phone. Okay? My daughter said, well, me and my friend are running to Miss Daniel. When my daughter shows up for a cheer, she tells my daughter and her friend to start doing rounds right there in the spot where everybody's sitting up there laughing. That clicked and made my daughter do rounds. And then she had to ask her to tell them to speed it up. Embarrassing them. And they can use the excuse that you're a senior, we gotta make you an example. No, you're making an example, all right. This is ongoing.
So let me ask you again, when did that situation with the skirts happen though?
It happened where we had a storm and they had that schedule where the guy out of town, they had to pay $150 for that week to be outside help from a guy out there. I don't know the situation, some training thing. So I'm thinking it was either Wednesday and Thursday of that week we had the storm. And they didn't even, yeah, it was, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday it happened on. I don't know the dates in front of me. But they had like they had to pay $150 for that week for outside source to come in and talk to them about things and help adjust and things like that.
So, so was that their first time getting the skirts? Is that why they had to try them on? Or?
No, my daughter spent, that's another whole different story about the money, about the thing. My daughter paid for it. They decided to go with new outfits. And she paid for it. And then out of the blue, like a couple weeks ago, she, McDaniel said, you got to go come up $350 more for something. I was like, I need to itemize, I'm not keep paying it. So what they did that day was, she had my daughter and the girls go in the back room. There's a box with uniform bags with the certain uniform sizes. Told me to grab one, try them on. They didn't have the underbottoms in there, so they came out there with just, and they told them they came out there with just that outfit on and undergarments, you know, panties. And then proceeded to make them stand in line and then stand behind her and the other coach stand behind them and tell them to do some kind of, where you jump up in the air and touch your toes, or touch, I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I know.
But jump up there and do that and something else. I'm like, what are you talking about? He cleared the party, she told them, you didn't tell what they're doing, they threatened you by telling them to do laps, and you're embarrassed, and they did it anyway. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. And then my daughter said what you want is wrong. You know.
And so you knew about this because your daughter told you.
They came home very upset. Her friend's dad picked her up, according to her, and when my wife talked to her mom, that when she got in the truck, she literally broke down crying hard. That's how bad she's really upset about it. She felt so humiliated and embarrassed. So my daughter is pretty strong, you know, she knows it's wrong. She knows it's wrong.
But she told you your daughter was really disrespectful that day.
No, her friend, when her dad picked her up out here, her friend, my daughter's friend,
yeah.
Her dad picked her here, they went to school to drop some kind of paperwork off. But when she got in the truck, she broke down crying and telling her dad what happened. Her dad didn't even bring it up when he went out there. McDaniel just popped up in the hallway and told her dad on the way out that, after he told her, well, by the way, your daughter very disrespectful today. He said, well, it's my understanding that you had them lined up and doing this, told her, you know.
So what he's talking about there is another father came and he's saying that Miss Daniels told him that her daughter was disrespectful. Now, the man that I talked to earlier that's close to the situation said that it sounds like the man that everybody who thinks it is, which is a black guy, and that her daughter is disrespectful to him. So for this man to be telling me that Miss McDaniels told that man that his daughter was disrespectful, let me know that this is different. This guy is different than the person who sent the email. And everybody whom I talked to that is close to the situation said the guy who sent the email sounds like the guy whose daughter is being disrespectful and maybe having a hard time on the team. So these are two different people, apparently, from the information that I've gotten and the information that he's sharing. but I'm gonna play the video continuously.
That's when I called school that day. I think it was a Thursday, I think. I called out and they said Prince was already gone for today. He didn't call me back Monday, but I was already at school and my daughter told me not to say anything, so I didn't answer the phone. But she's scared. She don't want nothing, come back on them, bullying around or anything like that.
So when did you call the central office?
I called it I called that day when they came upset home. When they came home upset about it, I went to the back room and called because I wanted to get the principal and tell them what was going on one-on-one. Not just that situation, but other situations that have been going on.
Oh.
She don't want to be telling students that she don't get paid enough for all of this. They don't need to hear that kind of mess. They're grown. You don't tell them you don't get paid enough. You don't tell the students that kind of thing. It's just her whole. My daughter loves children, but this is not what she's looking to do here.
So do you know the parent who sent the email?
No, I do not.
So now I'm gonna skip it because I asked him, did he know the parent who sent the email, and he named a child and her father, and he also named his daughter. So out of protection for the kids, I'll skip that part. But what he's saying is everybody thinks it's this man's daughter because I guess or this man is the daughter of the girl who quote unquote is disrespectful. But I skipped that part, because he mentioned the children's name.
She hangs out with now, but she is part of their friend clique to hang out with. But I'm telling you, this what you put up is actually true. And when I see the girls that put comments on about it's not true, they're the ones that probably were. It's her niece, McDaniel's nieces on the team, and they got 3 or 4 people of them, and they probably all hang out. And I'm not trying. It's not a racial thing. But, you got certain groups that are better. My daughter's been doing it, and it's just a girls like.
And there he mentions it's not a racial thing, which lets me know, once again, he's probably a white man. And the other guy that the other gentleman told me about this morning, which everybody thinks that sent the email, is a black man. So these are 2 different parents with the same accusations.
I honestly feel like they knew what was going to happen that day. I guarantee it. I said, I should get video. If somebody should check video and find out if her niece, all of them had under shorts on. Under this, because I know my niece didn't have under, I wouldn't done start with. But I'm going to be really upset if I find out that her niece and everybody else had underpants on, knowing what was going on, and trading my daughter and her friends and made a fool of them. That's what I think happened. I think they already knew what was going on. Because in their district, these young girls that her niece, they're kind of on the heavy set side. So they're not going to find a bunch of uniforms in there for them 3 or 4 girls for that size. I just feel like they knew what was going on the whole time. I think she just pinpointed certain girls on the team and constantly humiliating them. And this is beyond that, My daughter saying they're on the period and things and all that, you still make them do it. 2 touch thing up in there? No. Oh, no. Guys in the hallway, like you said. I didn't put that up. You have to middle school. I've been in that gym many times. There's cameras. It's been recorded. Someone gets back and someone gets a camera and gets a video recorded and they don't know it's true. You just stand behind them. This is weird. It's wrong. But she can make it sound like there's all the things that I can't give you confidence on, facts on, but the door tell me that. She's talking about penny lines and we're not having it. Why are we having a discussion for anyway? Can't you just personally sit them down or go in the office with them? Why are you doing it like this? It's not. It's out there.
So how did you know about the affair type situation?
So what now?
How did you know about the affair between her and the basketball coach?
My daughter mentioned about it. I didn't know anything about that. I still don't. I didn't know anything about that. The basketball coach. Who had the affair with the basketball coach? His name?
That's what you didn't watch the video?
No, I tried to read things. I have it on, but I haven't listened to it. Listen to the whole thing. I just know my daughter and her friend came over there, like, oh my God, blah blah blah, and I got bits and pieces of it. I said, well, this might go on to voice my opinion, and my daughter too. She said what she wants about. I just want to know this is absolute true story, it's fact, and it's probably a whole lot more to it than on him. Because supposing one of these, McDaniel's niece or somebody in the family is dating the football coach's son, I think, or something like that. And so, my son plays football now, and they just don't want shit coming back to them where students are getting up on them and stuff like that. But I'm going to be saying the story's true, 100%. And I feel like if it's unfair that she should already be going to watch it there. But I kind of told the principal on the voicemail what it was about. Like, he should already addressed it with her or said something to her by now.
Okay.
All right. He returned my call until Monday.
They did return
and by then I cooled down. And that's not respect with her. I try to treat it like I belong to be treated like a adult. But, I'm not going to have these other students talking about this is false, this is fake. And no, this is actually true. This happened. I don't have no reason to pick up stuff like that.
Well, see if you can talk with the parent and see if they can, give me a call or shoot me a text.
Okay, absolutely fine.
All right, so that's the end of the call. I hope that call was clear, but that gentleman was talking about how his daughter and her friends came home from having to, practice without brief shorts and things of that nature. Now, I laid all of that in the previous email, this morning. But what I want you to know is, when I get information like this, I give people the benefit of the doubt. First of all, I have a 16-year-old daughter. And so if she was being made, as I mentioned in plenty of comments, if she was being made to practice like this, then I would want it be known. So I'm going to give this man the benefit of the doubt. Nevertheless, this is another person. Besides the person who sent the email, you look like Ken Drake Lamar. All right, man, stop, man. This is a serious situation because, a lot of people kind of came for me, calling me, all these names. But, rest assured, when I get this information, I share it because, once again, a lot of these things that I've shared over the past year, name me one thing that didn't come back with some validity to it. Now, also, if you look at the Facebook post under that, the one of the girls who was on the team was like, no, this is not true. She didn't make us take off our shorts, or she let them put the shorts on under it or whatever. And it's like 72, 100 comments. So I can't really pinpoint that, but that young girl's statement kind of solidifies that there was some type of controversy one day where the girls may have had to practice without the proper briefs under that. Now, people, once again, saying that this man who sent the email sounds like a disgruntled parent who possibly didn't get their way. I know Brittany for years and worked with her in the past, and this doesn't sound like her character at all, which all well may be true. Now, once again, never in the video I said this was true, but once again, I'm sharing what was sent to me. Now, as far as disgruntled goes, two things can be true at the same time. Someone can be disgruntled, but also the information that they're sharing could be true. Case in point, if a woman or a man is in an abusive relationship, and then all of a sudden the person leaves them for another woman, and then they get out and tell the public, yeah, he's been beating on me anyway. He's been beating on me. She's disgruntled because he left her, but the fact that he was beating on her still remains true. So just because someone is disgruntled does not necessarily make the information that they're sharing untrue. Now, once again, I'm not saying it's true, but here we have, once again, I talked to a very individual close to the situation earlier this morning. They called me and they was like, man, I done had 3 calls about that video. And everybody is saying that they know who the person who sent that email is. And I asked them, is that a black guy or a white guy? Man, what you think, man? What you think? I said, what is it? He said, he's black, right? He said the guy who sent the email is black. and he has a disrespectful daughter, right? But this man that you just heard is a white man. He clearly stated, I hate to bring race into it, but you know, his daughter been doing it for so long. So these are two separate accusations. And now, once again, everybody has had nothing but good things to say about Miss McDaniel. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down behind her. Loving and God-fearing woman. My cousin loves kids, so to see this foolishness and try to slander her is crazy. Once again, I'm not slandering anybody. I share information. And just like I mentioned, when I share information about the teachers messing with kids, is that slander or gossip? When I share information about the principal who made the racist statement, about the sexual assault that happened at the YMCA, about the police corruption, about teachers calling workers at the liquor store N-word, all of the videos that I've shared that people have sent information to me, and I didn't fact check it, I just shared it based on their word, and the information came to be verified just by me sharing it and other people coming out. Was that gossip too? Make it make sense. Name me one video that I've shared and the information has not had some sort of validity to it. Not saying that this does, but for people to come on and try to slay me, or you're disgusting black male, defaming a beautiful black woman, none of that matters to me. You can't shame me. I've been through too much in my life to once again, sounds like a case of the right one getting mad or cut and going to make her out to be the bad guy. I don't know if it's true or not. I will say this. All school cheer skirts are too short. Yeah, definitely. I believe that. Here he is. Sherry Call. You a black man spreading negativity against a beautiful black woman. I don't play the black man, black woman game. You know what I'm saying? Black men and black women get on internet and slander black men all day. So let's not, we can play back. One thing, you know what I'm saying? One thing I'm going to say is, once again, this information was given to me. Now, actually, as you see, another parent has confirmed that same information that was mentioned in the email. I made sure to ask specific questions of this man to make sure that he was not the guy who sent the email. Now, let's go once again to the email, because this guy, he sent some more emails today after the video, and he said, well, for the record, the young lady that commented on the YouTube page, that is her niece relative, and which is highly favored on the team, if you only knew. Now, of course, a lot of these people are Miss McDaniel's friends, so they're definitely going to come to her defense. And once again, I would too. But just like I mentioned, if this was some lady, some white lady who nobody knew, then the majority of the people defending Miss McDaniel will be saying, well, that's definitely wrong for her to be doing that to the kids. It should be investigated. You can lie if you want to, but that's how it's been. You know, when I share information about people who nobody knows, everybody's on board. Oh yeah, that is wow, that is false. There's no slander, there's none of that. But because you know a person, then automatically, oh, it's slander. Richard, you're like, nobody said any of this when I'm exposing all of these other things through the same method, through emails, through direct messages, through phone calls, and I get up here and share what was said without verification, and that information comes true. So that is what I want y'all to know with this video, that I didn't just wake up this morning and say, yeah, let me do a video about Miss McDaniels. And nah, that's not what this is. People come to me with information that they are afraid to share, in this case, for fear that their daughter may be discriminated against on the team. Now, as I responded to this email, I said, okay, I get it. However, being honest with him, I said, I also received a call from someone that says you're just a disgruntled father. I'm not saying it's true, but I have to let you know. Now, he went on with the long diatribe. Now, I might read the whole email. He said, I have no reason to lie about what has happened. It is extremely concerning that this and so much more is being done. Funny how the mother of the daughter that was a teacher, and then her daughter commented, well, that's part of the other information I have. That family is very corrupt, but I ask, please don't disclose that part, please. That family has a history and everyone knows what they're doing. But once I share that side with you, it's going to all tie together. Ask you to please help me fix this by bringing light and stopping you. Central office turns its head to everything that's happening. Now, you know, central office has a propensity to turn their head. And what's most disturbing about this, now, once again, the email mentioned that this lady was having an affair. Once again, I'm not saying that's true. I hope it's not, because once again, she is a upstanding lady in the community. But what nobody's talking about is this basketball coach that was mentioned in the email about having an inappropriate internet relationship with a underage student. Nobody's talking about that and all of these things. Now, everybody's coming to Miss McDaniel's defense, but what about the man who, according to this email, was removed from the coaching staff, varsity head basketball coach, for having an inappropriate relationship with the student? Now, I went on the website. You can check the last video. If you pull up Spring Creek varsity basketball coach, it's vacant. Now, one of the comments also said, well, they investigated the basketball coach and they found it not to be true. Well, why? And once again, through all of these things dealing with the school, we see that these investigations end up with either the teacher resigning or being displaced. So if it wasn't true, then why is the basketball coach escorted off the property by a school resource officer? And why is the varsity basketball coach now vacant? Well, your lodging was the best. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, well, we got to get on that basketball court. And this is what he said. The basketball coach, that story is 100% true. The coach panicked hard. Man, I really wish I could open up and show you the proof. This is not a lie. I am sure the mother of the daughter would open up. Most sure anyway. From what I know, she's extremely conflicted with what to do with the situation. She was so torn as if she suppressed charges against the coach. He knew better. I have zero reason to lie to you all. Now, once again, we all see these situations have been happening with all too much frequently. But nevertheless, back to Miss McDaniel's situation. Once again, I unequivocally hope and believe that, you know, the way she's treating this young lady is not true. But once again, as a father of a 16-year-old girl, anytime somebody, no matter who it is, it could be Pope John Paul the 39th, we're going to have to talk about that. If two parents have concerns, that's too many, no matter what type of reputation a person has. But, you know, I just felt I had to get on and let people see, because, you know, people, once again, always want to call me this and call me that, which is fine. Like I said, I couldn't even respond to all. Sometimes I like to play the game with you and, you know, go back and forth with you, and people saying, well, you're not a journalist. Well, you do it. You do it better. You know what I'm saying? You start your platform and you call people. And once again, I'll say this, because the other gentleman mentioned, well, you didn't reach out to me. Y'all know how many people I reached out to before I share stories, and they either did not talk or did not want to talk about it or denied it. So why I'm going to waste my time with? So do you think if I reached out to it? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I made them practice. Come on, man, be for real. And once again, I do not have the responsibility, because I'm not saying this true. I'm saying that this is what somebody told me. And if anybody on this live want to get on their soapbox and say that you have never repeated anything that somebody else told you based off their word, tell me. Because I don't think no one of you, you know, the number of people watching this have never repeated anything told to them off the basis of somebody's word. But just because I have a platform, as you say, then I'm held to a higher standard. No, if I'm able to share information, just like I shared the Goldsboro City Council leaking denying Councilman Williams' settlement, right? The renovations at the high school, the drama on the streets of Goldsboro, right? The Jaden Van case, the kidnapping case, the older man whipping the young man, right? Goldsboro police, Wayne, the Wayne Christian Casey Chase case, right? I never had any facts about that, but the person who gave me the information, I put it out there, and then information to the support of those things came in, and I can go down the list. What about the incident I released about the police officer choking the young man in the car? Chris Worth, Mike Cox, right? The deadbeat landlord, right? The Pikeville mayor calling residents rednecks, right? The story of German Pearsall, Chief West using street. So all of these other videos that I release, informing the public based off of information that I've gotten, that's not gossip, right? But this happens to be gossip and slander and defamation, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there you go. You're a joke. Appreciate it. Banging them guns and don't know what you're talking about. See, well, what am I talking about? You tell me, right? Because we have, once again, two parents right here. You just heard the recording. If you got on a little bit late, then, you know, you can go back and watch. But, you know, that's what I want y'all to see. You know, the Wayne Academy situation, being fixed in Eastern Wayne. All of these stories that I bring out, and they prove true. All of a sudden, this story is untrue. You know, just because of the character of the person. So once again, I'm not saying these things are true, but you just heard a parent saying those accusations against the lady. But okay, well, peace out, man. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I just had to come on real quick and share that information for you. Once again, if you got information denying or confirming, feel free to reach out. 919-587-7782. Or if you have any information about a situation that you feel that you need to talk about, but you are afraid for some reason, then you can email me once again at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. But y'all have a great night. Once again, this is the live recording of another parent who confirms what was said in the email. Peace and blessings, man. Y'all have a blessed day.